My balls! I don't want my balls sticking to my legs.
Have you ever had that issue? Actually, don't answer that.
Manspreading is when a man...
Hold on, I got this. Manspreading is a term that you pulled out of your ass to describe the way that men sit when in an area that allows them to have their legs open. Did I get this right? Yeah, I got it right.
The people around you are relegated to a very small portion, but the key to manspreading is not noticing.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Do you mean that men don't notice when their legs are open, or do you mean the people around them must avert their eyes and ignore the non-issue that is a man sitting down?
We grow up on two different tracks. People who manspread just are socialized not to worry about it.
No one worries about it. It's not a problem for anyone except for you small group of attention whores.
I have so many vivid memories as a child of my mum telling me to close my legs.
With gender, we're constantly working towards trying to get to this middle.
This week of manspreading is definitely going to make me feel anxious. As much as a super strong feminist, I want to say it won't.
I kind of secretly hope to annoy some men.
Well, I'm already annoyed, so mission accomplished. Does that mean you'll end this? Of course it doesn't.
That's my first train trip as a manspreader. I just feel like a monster already. How can you do this every day without being conscious of it?
So you sat on the train, one that looks as though there was room for everyone on it to spread out, and felt bad because there is no because, is there?
I just manspread on the bus for maybe a 5-minute ride for the first time, and it wasn't even half full, and I was already getting glared at, so I think this is going to be a kind of long week.
Wait, hold on. Let's make sure we got this right. You know, for the record. A relatively attractive blonde had her legs open in a public space and got attention from said action. Guess this one will remain a mystery, won't it?
It's day 2.
Holy crap, kid. You look horrible. I mean, worse than normal. Are you sure you aren't experimenting with, like, meth this week as well? It's okay. You can tell us.
Of manspreading, and I forgot that I had to do this.
You don't. Literally no one is making you do this. No one.
I think whenever a woman takes up space, she's considered bossy, she's considered aggressive. There are a lot of stereotypes surrounding black women and whether or not we're angry or we're dominant. And so maybe a lot of the reasons why I do minimalize my presence is because I don't want to be perceived or engage with those stereotypes.
Look, I couldn't care less how you have your legs when you sit, but did you have to wear a freaking dress? Is it part of the experiment to flash everyone you work with?
I just got my nails done, and I manspread during my entire manicure, and nobody really seemed to notice.
Maybe this is where you realize your quote-unquote experiment is garbage and should just end.
I'm halfway through the week and really not enjoying...
Seriously, child, I think you should seek help. It's obvious you're only one pill away from an overdose incident.
this experiment at all. I'm still giving my seat up to people who need it because... Of course I am.
This is obviously going off script. Now you don't even know what you're trying to prove anymore. Just about every man I see will give their seat up to a woman or a child or elderly.
What is it between their legs that's so important that it requires 2 to 3 seats when there are kids, families, women and elderly people standing up?
Perhaps you'd like to show us an example of these kids, or the elderly, or some women being forced to stand as men lay across the rows of seats like kings of Subway. The trains, not the sandwich. You get it. You get it.
I saw a guy who was taking up 2 seats. When I sat down, I spread my legs out, which kind of pushed his leg into his own seat. And he turned to me and gave me a dirty look and said, "Seriously?"
I mean, you touched him. Had you just said excuse me or asked him to sit next to him, I'm sure he would have been more than happy to oblige. but instead, you decided to aggressively invade his space. I think that's rape. I'm gonna call that rape.
Women are expected to be quiet, small, and almost invisible.
In an ideal world, yes. Okay, I was joking. I was joking. Please continue.
Whereas men can be this boisterous slobs, and it's all good.
The man is tired. Probably had to stay up late to deal with the baby, or had to work over. The way he's dressed. Let's just stick with the baby story.
Today, instead of feeling the confidence that I've kind of been feeling the rest of the week, I started to feel a little guilty. While I was sitting there taking up 2 seats, a guy came up to sit next to me, and instead of moving over like I normally would, I kind of just had to sit there with my legs out, and instead of saying something to me, he just sat on the edge of the seat the entire time.
Wait, I'm confused. So instead of reacting to the fact that, gasp, a woman is taking up space, he simply sat on the edge and made no fuss about it. Wow, you've really shown me the light. Wait, what was your point again?
So I've come across another person, quote unquote, manspreading, but wait, they identify as female. Women can take up space as well?
Even though I'm a confident person, I tend to make myself small even when the situation doesn't call for it. And I kind of felt uncomfortable manspreading even though there was no one around me.
Look, as close to the end of the video as I am, I honestly don't want to waste any more of my time on this subject. Let's do a quick little review though. Every time they sat in a spacious way, no one said or did anything to indicate that it was a problem. And the only example of someone being an ass and not moving when it would have been deemed appropriate was when the woman was doing it. So, I guess moral of the story is, Buzzfeed is filled with morons. Yeah, that seems about right. And as always, thanks for watching. I invite any of you who haven't already to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any video ideas, please feel free to tweet me or leave a comment below. This is Agent D, signing out.